All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the AI Crypto Combine. Today, as you can see, we're going to be reviewing Ronin chain. And in this series, if you're new to it, we are basically going through and evaluating every major crypto project and using the framework like it's the NBA or the NFL scouting combine. So for anyone who is not aware of what the combine is, essentially the combine is where athletes go to compete in a series of evaluations. Things, like 40-yard dash, bench press. Essentially, they're the measurements or the indicators of what comprises the raw components of, a great athlete. And so we're going to be using the same framework, except we're going to be applying it to crypto projects. Now, the reason that this should be valuable and worth your time if you're considering investing in Ronin or any other crypto project is basically because what I've done is created a standard anchored scoring system. And so essentially you can see here on the side, every single metric that we are scoring these projects on is anchored to a kind of like an exam question. And so we have one GPT scoring the project and then another GPT evaluating the answers that are given and presenting a score. And so we're going to essentially remove the biases and remove the emotion from the investing equation, which is essentially the way that you need to do it. Like, if you're new to the channel here, like my background, I got back into crypto in around middle of June 2017. And as you can sort of see, this is like a typical altcoin, but this was basically my journey. This was basically like a direct reflection of my mental health. And the reason that I'm making this series is because back then, the thing that caused me all that pain, the thing that basically lost me all that money was looking at influencers, quote unquote, who were very, very, just say like naive in their teaching. They're essentially teaching like the best ways to go and lose money in the market. It's very, very emotional, and it just is not what is going to make you money in the long term. So the goal of this series is to completely remove the emotion and look at things objectively. And to do that, we're going to be using AI, and we are using the framework from Sam Altman's. He has multiple talks, but there's this one here, a Y Combinator. He's essentially talking like how to succeed with a startup. It's the same for a crypto project. So we're taking this framework and applying it to these projects. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Ronin and see what we have here. All right, here we are. So starting out, what we can see is we just want an overview of what the project is. What does it do? And we can see in summary, essentially, this is the prompt here. And so if you want the prompts, if you want everything like everything that was made to build this series, the link will be in the description. You can get it and you can apply it to any other blockchain that you like. But we're going to go through and we're going to do literally all of them and get an idea. But in summary, Ronin Network is a purpose-built blockchain designed to optimize gaming experiences by offering scalable, low-cost, and user-friendly solutions for in-game transactions and NFTs. By addressing the limitations of traditional blockchains, Ronin enables a more seamless, efficient integration of blockchain technology into the gaming industry. So obviously that's a good overview, and then we just want to see like where in the ecosystem. Obviously it's going to be gaming, but primarily it's a layer 2. Gaming, NFT, collectibles are the categories of the crypto ecosystem. And so, okay, cool. We have a good idea of where it fits in. You can see here, this is the prompt. We basically list out like all the different potential kind of sub ecosystems and just categorize it. So now coming into the analysis, you can see here the first thing we want to understand is the use case. Like, does this project actually have a real world application? You can see the results here. Basically, we have the full answer, and then we have just the overall grade and the summary. But does it, like the most important question for any business, again, going back to Sam Altman's framework, does the crypto project address a significant underexplored problem? And we can see here, yes, it does. Ronin Network's approach to addressing the scalability and cost issues in blockchain gaming is exceptionally innovative and has the potential to revolutionize the industry. This reflects critical and highly underexplored problems in the ecosystem, making their solution both groundbreaking and necessary for the future growth of blockchain-based gaming and NFTs. So that's a pretty well-rounded answer. You can see here, this is the full answer if you want to come and check it out yourself. But yeah, I mean, great review there. So the second thing is we want to see like how unique it is. What's the unique selling proposition that it has here, and how clearly do they communicate it versus existing solutions that are already out there? So we can see here again we got a grade A. It's clear and it's innovative. So Ronin Network presents its USP with clear articulation and effectively positioning it as a distinct and valuable solution for blockchain gaming and the NFT space. So if you wanted to get into, if you thought that was a bullish subsector of crypto, this is looking like a pretty darn good project to be considering. So I'm just going to pause it and we'll look at the next section here real quick. Okay, cool. So the second component that makes a great use case is going to be have they actually built a functional product, a functional user-friendly product that it meets market demands, and is the product technically feasible and scalable? Again, these questions are taken from Sam Altman's talk. The fourth question is, who are the primary users? So how niche down are they? And let's check out the answers here. So we can see here, grade A. Again, it's excellent. The functionality and user experience of Ronin Network's products are strong, demonstrating effective scalability, receiving positive user feedback. So essentially what we're doing here is we're taking all of their online presence and even more, like this is GPT 4.0, but it's taking like a ton of data. It's obviously not actually going and using their product, like it can't do that right now, but it's basically looking at the roadmap, looking at the updates in the roadmap, and then looking at the sentiment of what the community is basically saying about it. And you can see here that it's really good. You can see basically the full answer if you want to come and like really dive deep into it. But this prompting, figuring out that all this prompting took a long time, and it's very, very comprehensive. So the fourth component of use case is target audience. You can see here that again it gets an A for excellent. Ronin Network tailors its features effectively for gamers and NFT enthusiasts. So they know who they're selling to. They know who their market is. It's not just like a very like vague solution hoping that users are going to find it. They're obviously going after gamers and scaling scaling the solution so it's fast and easy. So overall, the use case, basically we have another algorithm that basically calculates it all, but it came up with a A+, which is fantastic. I mean, obviously that's as good as it gets. So we're going to just chuck that in, A+ overall for use case. Boom. All right, cool. Now, the second component is again, looking at the overall crypto project, we want to look at execution and adoption. So are they building on what they said? Like it's a good idea, the use case, but are they actually executing on that vision, and is it picking up adoption? Those are the two next fundamental questions. So how effectively does the team execute on their vision, and are they agile and efficient in development and marketing? So we're looking literally at the whole timeline from the white paper to the updates, and let's see what we got here. Again, A+. Ronin Network team, the Ronin Network team executes on its vision exceptionally well, consistently meeting or exceeding roadmap milestones and clear, transparent progress. You can pause it, you can read the rest of it, but just for time's sake, we're going to move on. But again, great score. adoption. This one's a little interesting. So for this, we're basically looking at. I'll show you, like, again, the prompts will be below, but essentially we're looking at the on-chain data. We're looking at the number of users. We're looking at the trend in users. We're looking at the total token holders, and there's one more, but you can look in the prompts below. But we're essentially looking like, is it being adopted? Are people actually using this? We can see, yes, they are. Ronin Network is gaining substantial adoption, evidenced by the high number of active users and transaction volume. The project's ability to attract and retain users reflects positively on its market penetration and community engagement. So again, that's another A+. We'll check that out. We've already got it in here. That's great. And so for execution and adoption, A+ overall. Awesome. Now let's look at the community. Essentially, the community is the level of support. So essentially we're analyzing the overall metrics on Telegram and Twitter. And so we're looking at followers, active participants, and for that we're using Certic. So we're using this website right here that has a lot of very good metrics. And so we're basically taking this and we're analyzing it. And we can see here, number one, the community overall engagement score is basically A, right? It's overall, like, we have, again, I'll show you the prompts, but we have literally like a scoring metrics from the number of followers. You know, A is 200,000 plus or 1 million plus, whatever it is. I can't remember exactly. But then it's also taking into account the age of the project. So it's not just like Ethereum's going to be A plus and like the project launched yesterday or 3 or 4 months ago, it's going to be D. It's also looking at how quickly it's grown over time. So again, very, very comprehensive prompting analysis. And then also now we're looking at the sentiment. So we're looking at the total numbers, but then we're looking at the sentiment. So what it's doing is it's literally scanning the whole Twitter, and it's looking at the responses. It's seeing like what are the people saying about it, and we can see the sentiment score A, very positive, and A, the engagement is high. So again, very, very promising. You can see the full answer here. So overall, community, it got an A, and then fourth and final, we have the team. So we're looking at the team. Does it have expertise, experience, drive and drive necessary to exceed? So it's looking at obviously the team members, and it's scouring the internet to see their background, see their experience, seeing like any articles written about them. It really is pretty crazy. Like, I think we might have it here. I'll basically share this entire chat, like, so anybody can check it out. But yeah, that again, A plus. What do you want me to say? And then basically we have a scoring algorithm for the overall score. We're looking at the weighted teams, 25% each, and total up, Ronin has A plus. So as good as it gets for this project right here. The last thing that I like to look at is just the price action, and you can see that if I have the charts up here, I don't have the charts, but basically we can look here. Essentially, for me, at least, I can't buy that. We've kind of missed the boat, at least for the time being, and it looks like it's coming back down. So I'd definitely be looking to accumulate this thing, like anywhere sort of like, I don't know, 50 cents or so. Ideally, looks like $1. There's decently strong sort of support at least. But yeah, I mean, a dollar or sub, I'd start to get interested. But right now, I mean, it's too expensive for me, unfortunately. But definitely one to keep an eye on. And yeah, congrats to the Ronin team, A plus overall. So again, the all the prompts and all the whole documents will be in the comments below, and we're going to go through and do every single project. So we're going to have like a really, really solid understanding of like where the ecosystem's at and where the jewels, where the like gem projects are within the ecosystem. So if you're interested, if that's like, if you want to make some money in crypto, like, and not just be like a hyped up like moon boy, I would encourage you to follow along, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you got value, and I'll see you in the next video.